Mm. Hey everybody, it is Deanna with tools of energyprotection.com and for heaven's sake book in Denver. My name is Deanna. I help spiritual seekers, empaths, and highly sensitive people to take their power back, come out of overwhelm, and navigate our world as there's a lot of chaos. So tonight, welcome aboard. I'm going to be doing an Akashic Records reading for the collective consciousness. And I use cards because when I read the Akashic Records, normally I will use charts and a pendulum, which some of you have seen. But you guys can't see that here, so I use the cards. Anyway, so I hope everybody's doing great tonight. Tonight is February 14th of 2024. Can you believe it already? So happy Valentine's Day to those of you that are celebrating true love. And for the rest of us, happy your single day. Anyway, I know the jokes, right? But for those of you that know me, I like to tell jokes, and I'm one of those, with the dry sense of humor. So I'm going to be answering some questions later this evening. If you have any, please put them down here below, whether you're on the Instagram feed, the Facebook, for heaven's sake, or my personal Facebook page. Just put them down here. As I'm reading them, I have three different monitors, so I did the best I can to look at the questions that are coming in on my personal Facebook page. That's what I'm looking at now. And if I don't see them right away, I will answer them later. So, how's everybody doing? Can I get some thumbs up, some hoorahs, and some heart stuff going? Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, it is a great time to be alive. Although overwhelming, I don't know about any of you, but I've got, so many things going on in my life at the exact same time. More than one person should ever be. Ooh, I got hearts over here. I got waves over here. What do we got? Facebook hearts, waves. Woohoo! There we go. And how many of you out there have so many challenges going on? You're like, I can't handle anymore, and you'd like to just ditch them, right? Yes, Maura says very overwhelming. I hear you. Okay, so hi to Maura, hi to Neptune, who would love that name. Chelsea Baum, how you doing, Chelsea? All right, yes, me too. Okay, so I'm glad you could connect. Oh, here's Nicole. Big. Oh, I got two different Nicoles. Hi, Nicole and Nicole. How you doing? Thank you for the hands up, the thumbs up. Stick with me while I check my other Facebook pages. I do appreciate you all being so patient as I'm rocking like three different worlds all at the same time. Okay, so what's going on in February 14th, 2024? I have asked for people to share with me. Um, oh, hi, Barb. Share with me, what are your questions? So many people are discovering their spiritual gifts, and they're rising up again, and people are like, hey, I see things that other people don't see. I hear things other people don't hear. I sense things other people don't sense. Okay, so I put down our feed tonight, Akashic Records reading for this week, which is February 14th to February 20th of 2024, and spiritual gifts. We're going to talk a little bit about those tonight. So no matter what platform you're seeing this on the Facebook, for heaven's sake, you can't direct message me, but what you can do is under the videos, you can put a comment down there and I can get back to you, or you can reach out to the Denver store at 303-964-9339, and you can leave me a message and I will return your call or text. And I love it. Chelsea says, asking my guides. And yes, working on asking questions. All right, that's great. And Barb, if you have a question, post it down there. I know we talked earlier. Okay, and then I'm going to look over here on my Facebook page, my regular one here, and see if I can see any questions. If somebody could just post down there a comment for me on my business Facebook page, so I know that you all are there and I can see it. I keep seeing some comments, but not all of them. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so let's do a reading for the collective consciousness for the Akashic Records. And As you know, the energies or the vibrational frequency of the planet is shifting so quickly. And for those of you that have spiritual gifts, maybe you were born with them, maybe you came aware of them later, maybe you're like coming into them for the first time, and you're like, what the heck, right? You are a light to the world. God, Spirit, Source, Universal Creator Source said, hey, I need a few folks go down during this chaotic time and shine their light and prove to people that they can overcome their problems. They can look at their shadow selves. They can live a full and rich life full of joy. And so you got picked. You got picked. And you're like, okay, great. Now what do I do? One lady I spoke to today, she said, sometimes I feel like, I ask, what did I choose to come here for? What was I thinking? How many of you out there felt like that? Oh, hi. Makrika, hello, darling. Thank you for the comments. I know I'm getting them over here. How many of you have said that before? Give me hearts, thumbs up, angry faces, something to let me know that you're going, I know I volunteered to come to this planet at this time. What was I thinking? How many of you are out there like that, just like me, right? That, look at your life and go, okay, well, if I came here to, for divine source, for a mission, did I not read the memo that there's going to be hard times? Woohoo! Yeah, I love it. Barb says me all day. I love it. Okay, well, I don't love you going through it, but you know what I mean. Okay, so here we go. So, okay, which one of you did it? I got 4 angels right now standing in my office waiting to talk about spiritual gifts. Who did it? Which one of you did it? I think I'm going to start having you all come to my office here pretty soon here in Loveland and join me, maybe for a live, maybe you can help and that kind of thing, and you can experience these beings come into my office. All right, I got a couple people saying they would love a reading, so please do hold on. I am going to do a reading for the collective consciousness. That means every man, woman, and child drawing a breath on this planet that put thoughts up into the air, and all these thought waves become an energy, and the energy moves us. And how that works, if you've ever been to a stadium, I love hockey, and somebody goes, woo, and they stand up, and the person next to them does, and it goes all the way around the stadium, that's collective consciousness, okay? It's catching. And so with the chaos going on in this world, with what we're seeing on the world scene, with what's happening on the planet, with the magnetic shifts and all these things that are going on, there's a lot of fear. How many of you have been feeling fear? Oh, you don't have to show me your hand. And so with that happening, it sways things. And those of us that are highly sensitive, empath starseeds that haven't been trained, that haven't received some kind of stewardship, or you're not an apprentice with somebody, you're feeling that too. And you're like, what's going on? Because you're more sensitive than the average person on the planet. So in that note, when I do these Akashic Record readings for the week, that's what I'm doing, is I am pulling the cards up, and then Spirit, my guide, since we're going to answer questions about guides and spiritual gifts, my guides tell me things, or the cards indicate things to me, okay? And if you are very enlightened, spiritually aware, awake, you, after a while, once you tune your skills and your gifts, listen closely. Once you tune your gifts with whatever it is, cards, pendulum, whatever it is you're tuning to, guess what? This holds no secrets. It's a pendulum. It's a tool like a pen or a pencil. This is the same way. Helps you to focus. Helps you to connect to spirit. And once that connection is made and you get good enough, you don't actually need them anymore. All right, let's go on with the collective consciousness reading for February 14th, 2024 to February 20th, 2024. Here we go. All right. So what has been happening, like early this week, shaping up because we're going into Thursday, is the 8 of air. Okay? The 8 of air. How many of you out there, just like me, have been feeling a lift? Like all of a sudden there's a sense of urgency to get something done, or you're doing things and people are gathering and lifting you up, or spirit, God, or source is lifting you up. And even though everything's overwhelming everywhere, my favorite saying, even though you're in the cage, in the water, and they put chum in the water and the sharks are swimming, you know you're still safe. But now that cage is starting to rise up and you're like, oh, bye-bye sharks, right? How many of you feel like that? We are getting lift. The Akashic Records are energy right around in here for you. And we are getting lift. Spirit or source is filling us with so much love and light with the fifth dimensional frequency. How many of you heard about 5D a couple years ago? Okay, they came out with 5G at the same time. I thought that was kind of interesting. But we are getting that lift. Our angels, our guides are helping us through this time, and they're lifting and they're pulling some of that weight away from us so that we can get things going. And if you're like, you know, I'd like to get rid of that weight permanently, if you're feeling depression, anxiety, hang on now, my pendulum's going away. Didn't like me talking about it that way. Depression, anxiety, phobia, any of those things, if you're experiencing those are an energy that get caught in your energy field. And that's why you're like, why can't I stop thinking like this? That's why. That is why. So if you want to transmute those energies, we go in the Akashic Records, we find out where that energy came from, and we transmute that energy, and you find yourself feeling lighter. I can't tell you how many of my clients say, oh, I felt so much lighter when I left. And those that didn't had some other issues, and they call me. I always want you to call me if you don't feel good. And we work through them, okay? It's really that easy. Everybody was saying, oh, Deanna, you're so smiley, you're so happy, your life must be wonderful. Oh, let me tell you. I have a special needs daughter. She's transitioning. I have tons of paperwork to fill out. Every time I turn around, it's stacks of forms. Okay, this day it's on the internet. But, 2 to 3 hours to fill out some paperwork for some organization just to have them tell me no, and I got to go somewhere else. Okay? I run this business. I'm building it constantly. I see people on Thursday and Friday down at For Heaven's Sakes Books. I love each and every one of you, and it's a great work. But that doesn't mean my life isn't without challenges and difficulties. So please, for those of you that have said that to me, that you think my life is without trial because I'm always so happy, it's not true. I'm always with this smile, and I show happiness because of spirit flowing through me, because of the kind of work I do. And that is the kind of lift that we're feeling presently. Make sure you take advantage of that. All right. So about halfway between now and next week, the next card I have is the Eight of Fire. Eight of Fire. Eight is an infinity symbol. So this is literally your future burning up. Burning up, not as, oh gosh, it's going away, I won't have it, it's going, no, it's burning. It's a burning desire. If you have a burning desire to do something right now, if you're like, oh, I really want to learn this, but I really want to do this, but that's the burning desire, and that's the universe calling you. Listen to it. Do you hear me? Listen to it. If the universe is moving you in a particular direction to do something, as long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, you hear me? Yourself or other people, right? This is the burning desire. This is so many of you coming and seeing me and say, I used to see spirits in my room when I was a kid and I put it away. And now I feel like it's coming out again. And I'm, 20, 30 years later. That's why. Because these gifts will be needed to move this planet forward. That's it. Okay? Mwah! All right, future, and then I'm going to read each and every one of you individually that's still hanging on there. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with me tonight. I really appreciate it. It is the light of my life to do this work and to help all of you. And I received emails and I received texts and people reaching out to me just to tell me, hey, thank you for doing this show. And, it's great. It really helps. Okay. So going towards the end of the week, okay, on the end of the week, you're going to see fire. So remember we started out with the uplift of air, and that, if you can see that, see the angel, beautiful angel there, dropping down feathers, dropping down love, trying to help out, okay? That really is happening. We're feeling more uplifted, easier to get rid of things. Especially habits. I noticed I let go of a habit the other day and it was like, boom, it was gone. I'm like, wow, that was easy. Anyway, Fire. This gal right here, all the little fires above her, those are orbs. Those are your gifts. Those are your abilities that are in your energy stream that are being activated. Do you hear me? Activated. That's why a lot of you are like, I got to do something, but I don't know what. I want to do your job, but I don't know if I can do it. Well, fine. You don't have to come sit here next to me, but you're welcome to. What I'm saying is that if you have gift or an ability and your job doesn't seem pleasant, learn your gifts while you're still working, okay? So that when you choose to make that jump, you'll do better. All right, and then the fire coming into this week. If you notice, I'll see if I can hold it still here and then I'll show Instagram. Look at the look on that lady's face. Look at the look on that woman's face. She is just determined, staring. You would not win with her in a staring contest. And she is the 5 of fire. And she even has things lit up above her head. Okay? So we're going to take all this beautiful energy, this fire inside of us to, overcome the habits, the hurts, the hang-ups, the bad relationships, or the negative juju in your head. That's what always gets me, that little voice up here, you're not good enough, you'll never amount to anything, nobody cares about you. How many, give me hearts or thumbs up if you've had that, right? There's a lot of that negative energy out there, and a lot of negative energy waves. And so we're going to find the fire to burn that negative juju away and embrace divine love. I got some hearts over here, and embrace divine love. Okay? It's there. It's available to you. I'm telling you. All you have to do is reach out there for it. There are mornings I wake up with, negative thoughts in my head, and I'm like, I don't even want to get out of bed. Okay, good. I'm getting some hearts over here. You all can relate. Mwah. And, I used to tease people that on the side of my mattress, if you ever lifted up the sheets, you would see fingernail marks from when I used to put my fingernails in the edge of the mattress and drag myself out of bed because there was so much going on in my life. I was like, how can I face another day? And you can, because Spirit works through you. Mother Earth works through you. You have angels, you have guides, you have support, you have humans that love you and care about you. At least you have one, okay? I know you have more than that. So don't forget that, okay? The power of darkness is great right now because our world is transforming. The power of darkness doesn't want the light to win, but we will. Okay? We will prevail. Don't forget that. My dad used to tell me I read the book and the good guys win in the end. So, or the gals, as the case may be. All right, let's do little readings. If you're over here on my private Facebook page, I'm going to refresh it, put some comments over there if anybody has a question on that particular platform. Okay, I don't see any questions except for Macaria. Hi. Okay, and I'm getting so many hearts. Thank you very much. You all just warm my heart to let me know that I'm out here while you all are working, hard every day. I'm out here fighting a good spiritual battle. Oh, lots of demons. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, it's not an easy job, but very rewarding. Okay, Christine, hello. If you're still with me, send me some hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Vanna says, can I have a reading? Vanna, if you're still there, give me a heart, thumbs up. Hey, how are you? Let me know you're still there while I'm waiting on that. Yeah, Barb says she's waiting for good to prevail. Barb, don't wait. You are the good. Okay? You are the good. Time to finish the job, it sounds like. Absolutely, Chelsea. Self-love all the way, girl. Self-love. Because when you love yourself, you have more power than all the darkness combined. Period. And they don't like you to know that. That's why they like you weak. Okay, let's see here. Oh, if you all see my middle finger, it's what I scroll with. Sorry. Let's see. Whoa, hang on. Okay. So, first question we have goes to Vanna. Vanna says, can I have a reading? Vanna, you are responsible for two of the angels in my room. Vanna, you have gifts. You have gifts that your mother and your great grandmother had. Uh, kind of skipped a generation there, and you have the ability to see, and the answers you're seeking are inside your heart. I hope that makes sense to you. Then you have to pull a card. Thank you for your question. But Vanna, the answers that you seek are in your heart. So open your heart and let go of the poop. Okay. Susan, good to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, you said you'd love a reading? Okay. Let's see if let me close the other one out. Okay, Susan, let me see if I can get an answer for you. Okay, Susan, if Susan, if you're still with me, I want you to put it down in the chat if you don't mind sharing publicly. When I connect into you, I get a headache on this side of my head. Feel really off balance. Have you been challenged lately? Have you been like feeling a lot of aches and pains in your body, random headaches? Because that's what I'm feeling. And if you're feeling that too, Susan, what that tells me is that you are having ascension symptoms, that you're feeling uh, quite a few folks having these ascension symptoms will have headaches, sometimes dizziness, nausea, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Over here, my question is, Mac Ria says, anything from my guides? Macri, I don't know what's going on with you, but your guides are singing in my head. I always pay attention to that, and they're singing, the ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. So, old song, and if you remember, my guides told me this year, 2024, would be about twos and about decisions. We would be presented usually with two solid choices, and we'd have to select one, one being to go the road of fear, one the road of love. And so, Macria, that's it. Your guides are telling you the ants go marching two by two. So whatever you've got going on in your life, line it up, and make sure that you pay attention to whatever it is, because you're not, um, it's not solidifying for you like it should be. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Big hugs and kisses. And I'm going to go ahead and close that out. All right, now we're going to go back over here to Instagram. And let's see here. Neptune says, I joked with my mom and said I was a guide and saw that she forgot everything, so I had to come down here as her daughter to remind her. You go, Neptune. But seriously, if you have that awareness and joked about it, that's your gift, because you are able to connect into the other side and know that you came here with a mission and know what your relationship is to her. So start paying attention to that when it comes to other people. All right, that's great. Barb says, I feel like the sharks are attacking me. Okay, Barb, self-love, step-by-step process. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Step-by-step process. When you're in that shark tank and you feel like they're hitting you, just strengthen yourself and bring that energy field out and claim your power. Okay, that's the challenge. When you feel like they're attacking you, it's not taking your power, because when you are powerful and you're solid within yourself and you're taking a step-by-step process every day to nourish yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, they can't touch you. That's just an illusion. All right, I'm going to close that out. Susan, I hope you got that reading and that it made sense to you. All right, let's go down quickly to some other folks here. Siri, what is Akashic reading? Oh, okay. I love that name, Siri. Okay, Akashic is like it's sky records is what it translates to in English. And so as a energy being, you have a ball of energy around you that looks a bit like a giant donut or an egg shape. And so everything you've ever thought, felt, done, experienced in your life is held in this energy field, which is right around your body. Oh, sorry, Instagram, right around your body. And so if a person is trained to read this information in your etheric body, and they don't need cards to read it, and they don't need a pendulum. These are usually very highly attuned qigong masters, or what do they call them? Kung fu masters. Because I was talking privately to somebody who was in the martial arts, and I said, you know, how do you find the weakness of your opponent? Because I would see him eyeballing him, you know, just standing there, not even striking a pose or anything. And he said he could see the energy in their records, and he could see where the weakness was in their Akashic, etheric, or sky records. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you, Siri. So when people come to me for an Akashic record reading, I'm literally connecting in to that energy field right here. You do have another set of records on the other side, you know, on and the other side, heaven, whatever it is. That can also be read to access more than the current lifetime. So hope that makes sense to you, Siri. Have a great, wonderful night. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Take one more question here. Oh, Tony just says good evening. Good evening, darling. How are you? All right. Shannon, I love that last name. How are you doing tonight? And then Cassandra, hello from Arvada. Hello, Miss Arvada. Hello from Loveland. Okay. And then over here on my other Facebook page, okay, so let's see here. You're welcome, Macria. Let's see, I've got Jennifer Wood. Jennifer, how are you doing tonight? I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard from you in a while, Jennifer. Reach out to me privately, will you? I've missed seeing you. Okay, so your guides, Jennifer, say that you need, wow, wow. Okay, Jennifer, I don't know what's going on in your life, girl. But here's your cards, like all three of them I picked up at the same time. The first one is orphaned. An orphan can feel like being left out, being shut out. The card that jumped up in my hand right after that is blessed. Okay? And the card that came right out after that was not for you. What a reading, girl. So as I focus on you, Jennifer, and I feel that etheric body where your Akashic records, your energy records are stored, I feel fear and I feel abandonment from your past. And I feel like your guides have stepped out to bless you. Receive that, okay, Jennifer? Receive that. Receive the blessings that are coming. Receive the good into your life. Start looking for the good in your life. And ask yourself, how much joy are you willing to let into your life? What are you willing to give up to experience joy? The anger, the negative thinking? And then there's something in your life that says not for you. So I don't know what that is, Jennifer. I try not to get too personal on these public readings, but apparently there's something you're into that's not for you. Your guide said that you knew it wasn't for you about 3 days ago. So whatever it is, you know, you might let it go. Bye-bye. All right. Let's see. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you. Jennifer, thank you so much for your question. And Lisa says, thank you for all that you do. Give big hugs and kisses. You are so super welcome. All right, let's check in over here on my Instagram, folks. See if we have any more questions. Chelsea said, I would like a reading when it's time. Okay, Chelsea, absolutely. Chelsea, you know how to send me a message. So just, you know, if you don't hear from me tomorrow, send me a message and we'll find a time for you. And then Neptune 92 says, I have a burning desire to be a successful Reiki practitioner. I start at the end of this month. You go, girl. Okay? That's awesome. I bless you. I bless you. I send you blessings. I bless your guides. I bless your guides to help you with your energy. Okay. And I love it. Barb says she's a fire sign. Woot, woot. Okay, let's see what we've got over here. Let's see. Cassandra says, thank you. You're so welcome. I love that beautiful heart. Julie, hi. Good to meet you. I don't think we've met in person before. Tony, I'm glad that resonated with you. Let's see. Yolanda says, I would like a reading, please. Okay, Yolanda. Do, 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 do. There we are. I was looking for the frequency of you, Yolanda. Your shoulders are on fire, not literally, but I can feel your shoulders. If that's the burden of the weight of the world that's on you, Yolanda, your energy field right here. Your energy field is so super heavy. And I'm not sure what's going on for you, but whatever that weight is, if you would like to come and have a private energy clearing with me, call the store at 303-964-9339 or go to forheavensake.com, click on practitioners, click on Denver, Indiana, 2Ds, and book a time and let's get together. Because that's what I feel for you. It's just wait. And once you get rid of it, your guides say you will have so much freedom and you can just run, run, run. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. And I've got Cassandra. She says, reading here. Thanks. One moment. Cassandra, do you have dogs? Or had dogs? I feel dog energy. And you're responsible for one of the angels standing in my office. I was wondering who did it. One of your angels is coming forward and said there's a great sense of urgency for you. It feels like you have somebody in your life whose health might be compromised, and there's a sense of urgency to take care of them. If that's not apparent to you now, it will be in the next couple of days, 2 days. And I feel like there's a burning desire that you squashed 5 years ago. So we've already talked about burning desires. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Big hugs and kisses to you. So let me know if you need some help. Okay, and then let's see what I've got. Yeah, Chelsea, hearts to you, darling. Time to finish the job. Yep, okay, more light bulb. Good, Barb, sorry. Waiting for good to prevail. Okay, and Neptune, I think we already talked to you. Oh, did we? Yes, we did. We talked about, we sent you blessings and stuff like that. You're going to do fantastic. If you have trouble with Reiki, connecting with it, or if you start absorbing other people's energy when they have you practice on other people, you reach out right away. Do not wait. You are such a beautiful being and you absorb so much. So what that means is when you do Reiki and you send it, you're going to absorb it back again if you're not careful. That's normal. It was that way when I first started too, but I'm more than welcome to help you. You are welcome, Barb. Okay, so I'm going to switch back over to Tony. Tony, let's see what's going on with you. Tony, if you're still here, can you give me a thumbs up? And my beautiful peeps over here on my iPad. Let's see if you've got. Okay, Barb, where are you? No, Tony, darling. Tony, and this is Tony B. Have your tires checked on your car? They feel out of balance. It's kind of wearing and tearing on your car. It feels more like the front wheels than the back wheels. And there's some rear brake issues. Feels like it's bleeding back there, the whatever that fluid is. Okay, get that checked out. Okay, thank you so much for coming, Tony. Okay, good. Okay, Vanna, did that make sense to you? You said you're still here. I know I'm getting through the questions. So let's see here. I'm going to go back over here to Instagram. So Barb, she says she would love a reading. One moment, please. Breathe, Barb. We talked earlier today, Barb. Your guides say your heart is happier since we talked. They say you're dancing on the inside and trying to look all cool on the outside. So you know what we talked about. You're welcome to take me up on that offer. And if you're interested in, enhancing your spiritual gifts. Let's get started, okay? It'll be easy and effortless. No worries. Okay. Um, and I don't know if this is something, Barb, between you and significant other, but all I hear is toot toot, like tooting your own horn. I don't know what that means. All right, I hope you can figure it out. I'm going to go ahead and close that out and then come back over here real quickly to my Facebook. Jennifer says that, oh my gosh, that resonates. Thank you so much. I I couldn't respond when you were doing my reading. I needed this. Oh, Jennifer, mwah, big hugs and kisses to you. Thank you. You touched my heart. Reach out, Jennifer, if you would like to get more information on enhancing your gifts. I'm more than happy to help you, and you know how to message me over here on my other page. Okay, Cassandra, question. I'm trying to manifest $3 signs. When will it come? Okay, Cassandra, I could be funny and put in the chat $3 signs and say, look what you manifested. I know that was bad. Anyway, so Cassandra, very seriously, you will manifest money when your energy aligns with the amount of money you desire. Does that make sense? Can you give me a thumbs up or comment down here? I'll look at the comments below, Cassandra, if you're still with me. You will manifest the amount of money you desire when your energy lines up with that amount of money. So what I'm saying, Cassandra, is that if you desire $1,000 and your energy aligns with it and you're like, I am worth that amount of money, I know what my value is, then that amount of money will come into your life in ways you never imagined. Okay? And it may not come in tangible cash, it might come other ways. So my daughter, she likes video games, and she wanted a game system, and I call them antique, but apparently they're just like a couple years old technology. And she wanted it so badly, and she didn't have enough cash to pay for it. And she's in the store, and we're talking about her budget, and I'm trying to help her understand that. And that she didn't have the immediate cash necessary for that thing that she wanted, and there was only one left. And it's one of those stores where you take in your electronics and trade them in and get some cash for them. They may be 2, 3, 4 years old, whatever. So there's only so many of them. It's not like they're brand new. And she wanted it so badly, and she believed she could have it so much that a man that was standing in the store, that was about her same age, a little bit older, walked over and gave the cash or his credit card to the clerk and said, pay for it for her and give her a charger. If that's not manifesting. So I asked the store clerk later after the guy left, I'm like, what's up with that? Because I didn't understand it, and I didn't think the guy was creepy because I read his energy, being who I am, and he felt fine. And he said that gamers really have a heart for other gamers. And so when somebody really wants something and they can't afford it, and this guy, maybe IT tech, makes lots of money, and he sees her passion, he wanted her to be able to experience that. And we never saw the guy again. That's manifesting. My daughter's, she just believes and things happen for her. So you were asking me, Cassandra, about manifesting money. So her heart aligned with the amount of money that thing cost plus a charger. And that's what she received, and she was so happy and still has that game today. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can pronounce this. Cassandra says, thank you for your work and sharing your gifts. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. That touches my heart. I love my job. I love sharing with all of you, and you're welcome, Vanna. Okay. Nicole says, can I get a reading? Nicole, if you're still here, give me a thumbs up. Let's see here. Neptune says, do my guides have any advice for me? I swear I strongly believe in Archangel Michael is one of them. I still sometimes have trouble trusting my intuition. Okay, Neptune, I'm telling you now. I'm asking you, I'm opening the door. There is a principle that says knock and the door is open. And when the student is ready, the teacher will show themselves. So Neptune, reach out to me. You should be able to private message me on the Instagram channel. And I will give you some options on how to trust your intuition. It's a whole thing. It's not just here, try this, okay? It's a solidity within your heart and your soul and your human mind. Okay, reach out to me. Let's do this thing, and I'll explain it to you a little bit more. And if you don't want the opportunity, that's fine, no problem. But at least you'll know what I'm offering, and if you feel like it's a match, we'll do it. Okay? Mwah. All right, I'm going to go on. I did have one more over here before my poor iPad dies. I didn't charge it today, like a silly willy. It says here, let's see here. Okay, yeah, Jennifer loves my daughter's manifestation. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I was even surprised. I was standing right there. She's good at it. Okay, Jennifer, you're welcome. And Michelle wants me to pull a card. Pull a card, any card. Michelle, darling. Your guides say you need the third one down. Ha! Here you go, Michelle. I pulled your card. It's called the Light of the World. So there's this sage right there, got the auric field around his head, holding the light. And Michelle, apparently you are one of the lights of the world. You got some work to do, okay? It's a loving work. Trust me, I do it every day. I get up in the morning and I do this job, and I love it. And being a light to the world is not easy because you're working in your own stuff. I always used to tell myself, I almost didn't get started in this business because I said, I need to be perfect. I need to be better. I need to master this, and then I can be a practitioner. No, that's why they call it a practice and a practitioner, because you're always learning. And you usually you have a mentor and you're mentoring someone else. So that's how it works. Or you have an apprentice, and you're someone else's apprentice. Anyway, all right. So thank you for that question. So that's your card. Remember, you asked for it. So, okay, Nicole says, may I get a reading, please, Nicole? Nicole, what I'm hearing from your guides, oh, you're responsible for that other angel in my office. You did it, Nicole. There's one standing right there. It's interesting. I can almost see him solidifying himself or herself. I can only see the outside of him. Very lovely. But anyway, Nicole, apparently you can see angels. Maybe out of the corner of your eye. Maybe a light goes by. Maybe you think you see somebody standing, in a coffee shop, and you turn and they're gone. So it's a beautiful gift. Pay attention to that because they are loving you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. Susan says yes, headaches. Okay, so signs of ascension are headaches, achy joints, dizziness, sleeping difficulties. Make sure that you check your 3D body first and don't just write it off to ascension. Wisdom, people. Okay, wisdom. If you have an ache or pain, make sure you check it out in the 3D world. Are you drinking enough, getting enough protein, enough sleep? Are you exercising? All that stuff before you just write it off. All right. Thank you for your comment, Susan. Next, Siri, I would be interested in a reading. Okay, Siri, just a moment. Okay. Oh, that's what it was. We talked earlier about Akashic Record readings, Siri. That was what it was. And yes, a reading, if you go to forheavensake.com, and look under practitioners or sessions. I think it says look up Denver, look up Deanna, and you can book a reading right online, or you can call the store at 303-964-9339, and that's in Denver, Colorado stateside, in case you're contacting me from overseas. And we can set up a reading. They're at the store tomorrow. You can book a half hour and an hour, and just so you know, Siri, it is the only place I am offering half-hour sessions now at that store. I don't offer them in my private practice anymore. All right, and then you all know I love you, and it's like I try not to be in here too long, but here's 45 minutes already. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do, it looks like, okay, looks like I have just a few more questions there, and trying to wrap this up. Okay. So if I didn't get to you tonight, big hugs and kisses. And just know that you can reach out to me. You can private message me on Instagram if you're over here. On my Facebook page, you can click message and send me a message if you want to send a private message. For those of you that are watching on the For Heaven's Sake Facebook, 303-964-9339. You can leave me a message there or just simply book a session. Sessions do book up fairly quickly. Sometimes I have a wait list, so if you can't get in on Thursday, just get yourself on the wait list. Sometimes people will cancel at the last minute. And so I'm going to ask for the rest of you that didn't get a reading here tonight, if you could just reach out and book with me. Oh, look at all these beautiful hearts over here. I'm trying to make sure that I don't have any. Let's see here. I want to make sure that I get to. So like I said, if I didn't get to a reading tonight, I will be back on Wednesday. So mark your calendars for Wednesday. And I'm going to say next week about 9 p.m. I've got a business meeting right before this, and sometimes it runs a little late. And I'm going to ask you, Nicole, you said, not sure about your daughter. She's having a health condition. It's very concerning. Okay, Nicole, and for those of you still watching, I actually do readings for people's health. I have a chart for health, and if you're having challenges, Nicole, book at the store, book a little 30-minute appointment, and we will look at that. We'll look whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, or energetic, and just know that, you know, all those bodies are connected. If it's manifesting in the physical body, it could be something else, and it's good for you to have that information. So as you seek treatment for your daughter, you'll at least have the information of where it is in the bodies or energy bodies. It is not a diagnosis, but it certainly is a great tool. And I told you all I was going to talk a little bit about spiritual gifts. So that is one of the gifts that I have, is using a pendulum, dowsing, feeling energies. And so one of the highest, I have powerful things people come to me for, and one of the highest desired appointments I get is people want to know about their health. Okay, so if you're having any kind of health problems, you know, physical pains, aches, joints, livers, kidneys, thyroid, you know, whatever it is, that is your spiritual self manifesting itself out through the physical form. And so you can treat it from the physical to the spiritual, or from the spiritual to the physical. But please understand, I do not diagnose. I tell you where the energies are off and what it is manifesting from. So I've had people that have had cancer, and I find out that they have family lineage, you know, of ancestors, usually mom or dad, and their mom or dad's mom or dad, where they carried anger in their bodies and they didn't work it out. They didn't let it go, and their bodies just started manifesting it as cancer. Okay? That might be a little controversial. There might be some medical people watching this going, well, no, that's not right, and blah, blah, blah. Great for you. We are a mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and energy being all at the same time. So what I'm saying is that if you need that service, then I would like for you to contact me and let's rock it. And again, only place I'm offering half-hour sessions is at forheavensake.com, or private message me and I'll send you the information. Okay? But generally, people will do a half hour and they're like, okay, great, I'm good to find out, and it's an easy exchange of energy. Somebody here says how much is half an hour, and I think it's terrible. I can't tell you off the top of my head. I think it's like 75 for half an hour. Um, but it's on the Facebook page. I just had a rate increase because things are going up, and got to pay the light bill. I think it's about 75 for a half hour. And if you need a discount, book on Friday when I'm there on Friday, because I believe it's 65 for a half an hour on that day. So anyway, all right, big hugs and kisses. And Ward, you're just joining us, so as soon as I turn this off, this video will recycle and you will get to go back to the beginning and see all the juicy information that we had. And Instagram people, please share, like, send the video. I'm sending out information to people again because I've changed my platform, if you haven't noticed, talking about different things and teaching more of you how to do things for yourselves, because that's what's going on. If you have questions about spiritual gifts, angels, guides, Akashic Records, any direct question, put it in the chat here or send me a message and I'll start answering those questions and posting them here in videos, okay? So have a great and wonderful night. Big hugs and kisses, everybody, and let's rock this planet. Let's come together as light workers and just have a wonderful time.